switch the, what's it? It's not like having a, you know, projector. Change the aperture plate, change the lens, oh, change the masking. I hate this shit, you know. Yeah, I could have it in that ratio, I think. Would it be okay, or zoom? All direction? Can't remember. Oh, yeah, I think the vertical, yeah. And then you get this shit fucking coming up on these fucking digital fucking, you know what I mean? Fucking hell. Fucking stroll on. Yeah, that's amazing. The film sound still plays. So you figure that one out, all right? It's a special system. I haven't got the bloody fucking what's it? You know, I prefer fucking flipping lenses over, changing the masking, change the aperture plate and sound format, and turn the fader up, and adjust the focus, and then wait, and then that's it. Yeah, one of my meters, the bulbs on one of my Dolby Cat 109, it blew. So I'm gonna have to do a repair later on one of the Cat cards. I'm gonna have to try and get the bulb out from one of the other one of the other meters where the needles are totally useless, and see if I can salvage a bulb. Plus where I'm running my, you know, the output, so it's playing for a proper Dolby stereo process, if you know what I mean. So I wouldn't dream of using the Dolby DSU on there. Come on. I've actually heard this film with overhead surround when it was in the Odeon Screen 1 down Bournemouth. Because the original, because it used to be a Cinerama Cinerama, and it still had the curved screen and the overhead surrounds in the ceiling. Plus, another thing is I didn't see this at UCI when it played. I didn't see this at UCI Tower Park and Dolby SR. I think in the summer of 1990. And that would, wow, oh, that bass, oh, that SW. Yeah, because I'm running through the what's it, because my CP500 outputs are running the Dolby stereo, because you can't exactly run you can, unless I make a modification to the optical preamp and bypass it, so I can put the left and right, or left total, right total, onto the terminal on the and then the other thing is got to bypass the noise reduction, because I had to take the SR cards out of the CP200 because they're just put into, you know, because this, you know, wouldn't be this is okay, this wouldn't need, you know, this is only running with Dolby A-type at the moment.
Nobody. What's her name? I don't know. Tell me. I don't know. Tell me. It's not funny. Dogs dream about her every night. I'm always back in the morning. Let me go.
Wow.
You know you're the girl of my dreams.
Oh wow. Wow, that ambience. Oh, the footsteps, the panning, the footsteps. Wow, that's cool.
Right. Have a nice day.
If I could figure I mean, I can bypass the noise reduction cars, but I can't run another format on the Pro CP200 unless it was all wired up in a certain way. Oh wow! Feel that train moving.
Have you always wanted to climb the mountains of Mars? You are now entering a safety zone. No unauthorized weapons allowed beyond this. You are now entering a safety zone. No unauthorized
Just
weapons
turn the surround level up just a tiny little bit to enhance the effect. Wow, that kind of felt like getting in the acoustic, you know. Besides, my feet aren't moving, and all the feeling the body vibration gets, and oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Huh? Whoa, it's not corona, thank you. Just an ordinary dusty dust in the air in the room. No corona. I washed my hands I don't know how many frigging times this morning. I've lost count, well over 10 times, and that's between making breakfast, doing some other things, and so hey, give me a break. What do you think? Going into a tube, a tube train, going into a tube train, and you've got all these people, they're holding things, and you're putting your hands on it, and then you put it in your mouth and lick it, and then about a day or so later you feel lousy. I bet.
But now you're over the hill. Then come to Recall Incorporated, where you can buy the memory of your ideal vacation, cheaper, safer, and better than the real thing. So don't let life pass you by. Call Recall for the memory of a lifetime. Recall, recall, recall.
Wow. All the sound panning as the camera moves. It's like you're walking along with your head turned at a certain angle, and then you hear the sound more direct there, and then it moving away over this way, if you know what I mean. Recall.
I don't know. Maybe. Go. Why not? A friend of mine tried one of their special offers. Nearly got himself a lobotomized. No shit. Don't fuck with your brain, pal. It ain't worth it. It's not.
I can just hear that top end there, but it needs to be a little bit high. I want to get out, leader.
Wait, I have an appointment.
to see you. Yeah, I'll be right up. Okay. That'll be just 1 minute, Mr. Coy.
Thank you.
Playing very low level.
Doug! Bob McLean, it's good to see you. Nice to meet you. Come on in, through here. Go ahead and have a seat, make yourself comfortable.
So I'm gonna have a mess around with this later, a little bit more. Trying to figure out how to get that meter fixed. I cut one wire and I cut the, because I was going to check it with the multimeter. So I think it was that one up there that was not turning on, and that one's okay, even though it's not on. I was checking the wires out, and I was going to pull the wire back a little bit, but yeah, I snipped it too hard with the scissors. That's alright, I can redo it. You know, total rewire. Get it? Total rewire? Yeah, I'm sure you get it. It's just I've got to be careful getting the meter off the circuit board. I think I can do that carefully, and then get to the bulb, get the bulb out. I think it might need desoldering the bulb, and then I've got to do the same with the other meters, and then move the bulb over. Should have that. That'll be back up and running by the end of the day. But it's figuring out. So if I change format there, right? Fader's turned down on there because now the fader level has to be. I have to feed it, I believe. Yeah, needs a bit of adjusting with all these formats I've got. Oh yeah, I've got to change that. Yeah. Gosh, it's very complicated. That's figuring out the wiring. I mean, I know a processor can make format changes by switching noise reduction off or on with a few certain formats. I mean, the CP500, now that can do, I mean, that could do Dolby Stereo, Type A, SR, digital of course. Format 11, which is an external 6-channel input. Plus, when using the non-sync, you could run a Laserdisc through it, yeah? THX, whatever, you know. And you can use the Dolby Pro Logic Matrix decoding. If you had a film that was really obnoxious, hissy, not, you know, sort of noisy sort of thing, depending on where it was sourced from, the A-type is okay. You can select the A-type, go into the menu, and you can select Dolby A-type or Dolby SR, or you can turn it off. But when you go into the actual modes for A-type, SR, that's already set. So what I need to do is make a sort of change up here, so I can switch it on, switch the noise reduction on or off. Might have to do some wiring on the back panel, but I have to get a bit of information about that, where to put the wires, where to solder them, so I can bypass it, or make a change to the the programming format cards, which are in here. So I can select dial number, and then I can bypass the noise reduction while I'm using Dolby Stereo Matrix, because I don't like I'm not a fan of the Dolby DSU. It's not a preference. I can hear what's going on with it, and it's that's not quite, you know, the same decoding technique that would have been used in the cinema for the certain period of time of the movies, if you know what I mean. You know, I'm kind of disappointed that the Denon, this is a blooming flagship and it can't do it all. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have bar graph left. It doesn't even have meter level readings, for Christ's sakes. So how do I know how high the levels are and all that? Oh yeah, you just turn up and just think, oh whoa, that's loud. Yeah, but I actually want to see the levels. I want to see what's going on. And plus, you know, these don't have a noise reduction on them, so you might get a film that's like got really hissy, and you can't use a noise reduction system on it. You know, to sort of like, you know, wow, that was great. Glad they thought of putting that into the thing, yeah. Because why should I take for granted that, you know, everything's processed in the, you know, when they do the process from cinema over to home market, and you know, because I have come across some Laserdiscs that are a bit even the odd Blu-ray disc. I think also the HD, the 4K 2001. Oh yeah, I think that's got a little bit of a hum sound on it on one of the because I think that would be something to do with the magnetic soundtrack, because they use an original, so they say. So,
Are you alright? He's been going on and on about Mars. He's really been there.
Use your head, you dumb bitch. He's just acting out the secret agent. Just.
oh, that's the wrong one, isn't it? Go back.
Don't let her leave.
Hi, Bob. What's wrong?
Don't let her leave.
Wow.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Mr. McCoy, Bob. What's wrong?
Don't let her leave.
Wow. Oh, that's good.
Don't let her leave. Don't let her leave.
Like when he opens the door, that feel. Wow.
Don't let. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Schizoid embolism.
I'll be right back.
Mr. McCoy? Mr. McCoy? Bob, what's wrong?
Don't let her leave.
Wow. Wow. Oh, that's the video dropout. That's the typical video dropout. Oh. So what I do is do that, and it should come back on the video. It's because when you jog shuttle, the Denon or the Marantz can't sort of tell what's going on, and it thinks sometimes the video signal drops out or the video has stopped playing. Wow.
You can't do a simple goddamn double implant. My cover! My cover! My cover! You can't do a simple goddamn double implant. It's not my fault you had a memory cat. They'll be here any minute. They killed you all. They killed you all. What the hell is he talking about? What the hell is he talking about? Let me go. Mr. Quaid, try to calm down.
Wow.
My name is not Quaid. You untie me now. You untie me now. Untie me. Let me go.
Wow.
Are you all right? Listen to me. He has been going on and on about Mars. He has really been there.
Use your head, you dumb bitch. He's just acting out the secret agent portion of his ego trip.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Why not?
Because we haven't implanted it yet.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I've been trying to tell you. Someone has erased his memory.
Wait, excuse me. Someone? We're talking about the fucking agency.
Shut up, Bob!
Wow. That slap over on the right channel.
We're talking about the fucking agency.
Shut up, Bob!
Talking about the fucking agency.
Shut up!
Agency.
Shut up!
Fucking agency.
Shut up!
We're talking about the fucking agency.
Shut up, Bob!
Agency.
Shut up, Bob! Shut up, Bob!
Agency.
Shut up, Bob!
Agency.
Shut up, Bob! The client's gone.
You can't do that on Blu-ray now, can you? Or 4K disc. That action replay. Total replay.